was the toughest adaptation job we've done. It's just, to me, a big part of the charm of the comic was the way it looked. I just love his artwork, and we knew going in that it would be difficult because he has a really, really different kind of almost a European kind of style. It doesn't look like typical American superhero comics. So yeah, it was tough. It took quite a lot of R&D before we finally came up with a design that we thought reflected the comic and yet was still animated. Only tangentially. Quietly is doing the artwork for the cover of the DVD, and Grant did a commentary for the DVD. I would love to. I would literally have to walk away from some of the other things I'm working on right now, and a combination of the fact that I don't want to, and also the office doesn't want me to. They like to keep me involved in all these different things. So, but yeah, I would love to be literally just focused on one thing. That'll happen again someday. It's come up several times. There was one property in particular that we actually came this close, and at the last minute, we got cold feet, or somebody got cold feet and said, "No, we're not sure the world's ready for an R-rated superhero film yet." So, but it keeps coming up as a possibility. So, who knows? One of these days. That's an interesting question. Well, we would. I don't think we. Well, currently, right now, we're not slanting anything that way. If we happen to do one of these things that, for some reason or other, didn't get a PG-13 rating, I think we'd be fine with that. But actually, a G rating, that's a little tougher. That would be something I would really be interested in, because I'm not even sure. I wouldn't even know how to do that. The possibility of revisiting the Batman Beyond world has come up in conversation. I don't know that it would ever come back as a series or maybe even a full-length movie, but there is something about that world that intrigues us. So that's all I can say. There's nothing definite in the works, but it does come up in conversation quite often. We would love to do more of them. We're basically waiting right now to see, because we're going to put out a compilation DVD that has all of the shorts plus the new one, the Superman Shazam, which will be all new to that DVD. We're waiting to see how that sells, and if that sells well, then we'll definitely go back and do some more. In anticipation of that, we've already got 4 other scripts lined up, ready to go, so we could put those into production at a moment's notice. So keep your fingers crossed. It's a tricky subject, because on one hand, we would love to branch out into the Vertigo titles. There is one property in particular that we were kind of really gung-ho about. We actually commissioned a script, which was excellent and pretty scary and pretty hardcore and pretty R-rated. The thing that tripped that up was a rights issue. It wasn't anything to do with money or getting a green light. Everybody wanted to do it, and it's a complicated legal thing. So that's sitting on the shelf at the moment. We're hoping we can get that untangled, and then we can announce that soon. But we'll see. Yeah, that's all I can say about Vertigo at the moment.
So slightly.
Yeah. We want to do it. I'm sure there's tons. And again, the stuff that I think is cool is not necessarily the stuff that, moms who, impulse buy it as a Target will think is cool. So, but you never know. I mean, maybe for showcase shorts and stuff, I'll be able to get some of my other favorite characters.